Hello YouTube, Pinchio8 is back with some more Monster Jam stuff. It has been a long time since I've talked about anything to do with Monster Jam, especially their toys, but due to the fact that this is brand new, and that would be the second mix of the Creatures pack, I'm very glad to slowly be coming right back into more Monster Jam merchandise. And plus, with the release of Mix 12 and soon to be Mix 13, those releases have been going by probably like really, really slowly. And plus, I haven't been really doing very well with connecting with the members of the Hangouts crew, like Monster Jam OCD, Monster Jam Action 81, and Mike Bev. They're very, very busy with some of their stuff right now. But I am back because we are definitely looking that I have all three of the Mix 2 Spin Master Monster Jam Creatures pack with Pearlescent Grim and Gravedigger, along with a Golden Maximus with Max D, and Son of a Digger with his mascot Scrap. Now, we do definitely still have the very, very first mix, and I don't usually review Monster Jam toys like I used to do, like Monster Jam OCD, but due to the fact that this is very brand new, I kind of would like to express my opinion on the differences of what we've had before on repeats. But I think the best one that's being made right now is Son of a Digger with Scrap because he's practically brand new. But Grim and Maximus have been made before, but they're just in different toolings. And plus, you can see that the Gravedigger this Grim comes with, which is pearlescent, is actually the normal black and green Gravedigger. So we're going to take a look at these packs one at a time out of the box, and because I'm a Gravedigger fan, we'll be starting with Grim and Gravedigger. Alright, and here is Pearlescent Grim and its Gravedigger now out of the box. So I've got the original Grim creature right here to show you the difference. I know in many ways they kind of do look a little bit alike, but I can promise you that there are quite a few distinct differences. As you can see, the flames over here on Grim's pants are actually a lot more of a darker green, while these are a little bit more of a lighter green. And plus, you can see that there's a little bit of a reflecting glow on Grim's cape compared to this. I'm not sure what else I can compare it to, but I do like pearlescent colors like that. And since these are on the very cheap point of action figures, that's why they don't have a lot of articulation as a point made by Monster Jam OCD. Because I've had this version of Grim for a long time, and I already got a paint chip on one of his flame patterns. And as for the Gravedigger, I am surprised that it's just a normal black and green Gravedigger, but there are a few differences. I was kind of hoping that we would receive another Gravedigger like this from the Mix 1 Grim, except since this kind of resembles the purple body of the 30th anniversary Gravedigger, I was hoping they would kind of do this paint job in like green or black, as Monster Jam OCD mentioned for black, but I would have preferred it green, like the green 30th anniversary body. But I can promise you that this version of Gravedigger definitely does have a few differences. One of them, as you can see, it has purple tire rims, and I believe we have received a purple tire rimmed Gravedigger before. At first, I thought it also looked as if there was a purple windshield for Gravedigger, but as it turns out, it's a little bit of a charcoal colored windshield for Gravedigger. And I believe there's also supposed to be a few glitter sparkles, either on the tire rims or on the roll cage. I can't remember how Monster Jam pronounced it or looked at his. But other than that, it's really great to at least have another variant of the normal colored Gravedigger. But the only thing I see that's a bit of a ripoff is that the flames around here are not connected, a lot like the first mix of Gravedigger we received last year. And he did tell me that, and he did say on his review, Monster Jam OCD, that could have been only his, but that production for these could have changed. I guess it didn't change. They just kept the flame pattern as it is, going Spin Master old school. Alright, and there you have it. Mix 2 Grim and Gravedigger. the brother of Mix 1 Grim and Gravedigger. Next, we're going to check out Maximus and Max D, now colored gold. Alright, and here they are, now out of the box. Golden Maximus with a golden Max D. And as Monster Jam OCD definitely did say in his video, that this is the custom concept Max D. This is definitely nothing like what Colt Eichelberger has driven before when they had the gold Max D. But it sure does do a very good resemblance of the golden Max D that Colton Eichelberger has driven. But honestly, this is really meant to be the custom concept that Spin Master and Monster Jam came out with last year in their second mix assortment like that. So I am kind of glad to see this again. Of course, the only distinct difference on this Max D, golden Max D, compared to the one we received last year, is that it has a golden roll cage. So that's the only thing I can pretty much point out that's different about this version of Max D. But as for the golden Maximus, I think this is the coolest version of Maximus ever, compared to the Mix 1 original silver one. So look at this, now Maximus has a brother too, in silver and gold like that. They're very, very cool like that. And of course, this is the Max D, of course, we received with the first Maximus. The only thing they did a little different was just put an orange roll cage like that with a grade chassis like that. And I guess they kind of wanted to do a little bit of a repeat on what they did with Maximus and the golden Max D. It's really unique. And also it's kind of cool how these parts that are not colored gold are colored more of charcoal like that. That's the coolest thing they've really, really done. Yep, can't wait to add this into my sign-up series. Alright, well now we're saving the best for last, which will be Son of a Digger and Scrap. Which that definitely is the one in quite the elaborate introduction. These two are kind of repeats, so that's why they don't need that much elaborate introduction. But other than that, let's move this stuff aside and make way for the new. And here they are. Son of a Digger with the mascot they call Scrap. And it makes sense on why he's called Scrap, is because when you look in the made-up graveyard like this on Son of a Digger, it does look a lot like a Scrap. And of course, one thing you know I didn't do was read the comic strip written by Neil Vandenberg on the back on the other ones, because, like I said, that Max D with Maximus and Gravedigger and Grim, they didn't really need an elaborate introduction. So before I get into my thoughts on Son of a Digger and Scrap, let me quickly read to you what it says. And I did remember that this is what Neil Vandenberg writes. And the designer of Gravedigger and his designs was actually designed by someone named Jim McShay. So I apologize for that when I was mentioning that on my Green Ghost Gravedigger review in 1/400 scale. I mean, excuse me, 1 to 2/24 scale. I'm getting it all mixed up because I did a lot of airplane videos recently. Anyway, here's what it said. Son of a Digger leaps down to the ground. The dirt beneath cracks. He's an upstart. The world can't possibly bear the weight of, and he knows it. This is his junkyard. These are his broken down trucks and scraps. So yeah, it does make sense on why Son of a Digger's mascot here is called Scrap. And so far out of the newest of these mascots, this one is really cool. I mean, there's a lot of very, very easy and skinny articulation on this. Of course, the only part that doesn't articulate would be the elbows and the knees. This blue area on the pants looks a lot like he's wearing jeans. You could also see the spine of the skeleton going way up here. There's also a lot more articulation on the head, so this is really, really the most coolest mascot ever. But not to mention the mascot himself, but also the Son of a Digger truck. Because I like how the whole body is blue like that. I've never seen a Son of a Digger model done like this, so This is one thing that Monster Jam OCD never did mention with this Son of a Digger truck, is that it kind of looks a lot like getting an inverse version of Son of a Digger, where rather than being a black body with a blue scrapyard like this, now this part is blue with some darker blue flames like that, and this part being a little bit black. So this would have been pretty cool if it was really like an inverse with the colors flipped over Son of a Digger like that. So yeah, coolest paint job they did with Son of a Digger. So there you have it. Mix 2 of my Monster Jam Creatures pack. I'm really excited, and this time I'm glad they came in all together, unlike the last ones, because first Gravedigger and Grim with Max D and Maximus came separately, and then Pirate's Curse with Captain Black came along more separately. But this time they're all together, which is the best part. The next Monster Jam Spin Master toys I should be getting pretty soon from Amazon would be the official Amazon 12 pack that was definitely scheduled to come out this year. I'm glad it came out early. It was supposed to come out more later in this year, but I'm glad they pushed it up, and that comes in on Monday. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed my very long-anticipated review of Spin Master Monster Jam toys, and I can't wait to go back at it with the Amazon 12 pack coming this Monday. So thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Cameron at Pinch-Yo8 signing in, pinching out. Take care.